Now you can see all my blemishes, okay? Now you can see me good, guys. Okay, so here I am. This is me documenting me. This is for my editor, okay? Documenter me is when I do the. I guess this would be for my designer, my editor and my designer. If you can do the website, basically, I want to do a website where you register. When you're registered, we'll have a blockchain like registry. So like your identity is you, because our company is going to have its own phones, hardware, fingerprint, facial recognition, audio, and our objective is to make everybody rich. All right, that's what everybody wants, right? Everybody wants to be rich. If you're not rich, you want world peace and we want safety and security, right? You don't want that. You just want something to eat, right? All right, so this is why we're here. So Plenty 420, and I have all these names that I do it. So I do the spiel, and it's all my websites, and it's like Documenter Me in association with Social Media Savages, along with Crowdsource, Class 1 Civilization, have made crowdfund Class 1 Civilization. Class 1 Civilization is online, and it's me and whoever wants to be the company. So the company is the dot at the very beginning. It's the dot that's right in the center. We have the past that's going to affect the present and the future that we're doing, but we haven't done that yet. We have the future that's coming, and this is what has to be done that we're going to sponsor and crowdfund in your local area. People that are in the Philippines that do want to become transparent with us, that are going to be part of the blockchain and are going to interview some reporters and talk to the mayor and make some music videos and dance and sing and become better people and be honest with each other and learn how to talk about things, right? And become more developed psychologically and have everything they ever want and have deep, meaningful relationships with each other. And you just joined a company that makes the most amazing people. This is Documenter Me. This is documenting me, documenting you, documenting me, so we can make profit and product for this CEO, the CEO of Documenter Me. Well, I haven't seen him. I'm just the assistant. So while they're not here, we get this amount of money to do what we need to do. So I think that the CEO would want for it to run itself. He would want for it to run itself. He would want for it to be okay when he wants it to be a small business. He wants it to be a company that's run by itself, by people that need it, that are paid well, so they can do what they want when they get at the house. But we also have all the other shit that they want to do. So we are the ones that have the augmented reality, the video game augmented reality playing, hardware, animals talking to us, we're talking to our animals, letters to our leaders to change the world, and you're all part of it. So we need to know who you are, document who you are, and that way no one can take your face, take your shit, and do anything like that, because within a week you can be rich. All right, that's just how I see it. Because we're gonna get online and we're gonna use this algorithm, and it's not hard. It's the Steve Harvey one: 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. All right, 10 times 10. That's 10 hours of work, or you can make 10 products. So we made 10 products, each individual, each one separate from the other. 10 different websites, 10 all do different things. This is Coloring Book. This is Coloring Book Life, and it makes these coloring books for all of these, for all of them. All of them are instructional coloring books. All of them have augments and Easter eggs, and one is for the fire department. All these are what we need. These are the base that every human needs. This is the health. This is the mental. This is the food. This is your local health, mental, and food, and the services for you to achieve what you would want to achieve with the phone. This is Mobile Phone Millionaire. Mobile Phone Millionaire, in accordance with Documenter Me. I'm gonna use my phone and I'm gonna document all my shit. I'm gonna hire an assistant to finish my stuff up, but I'm also gonna be using the phone to edit and make the best editing system that I can. I'm gonna have preset clusters so I can just sit there and say, start, and I'll have my intro with my live thing, and they'll start it. But we still have assistants in the back that can come in there and augment it and change your shit, because mine's the one. I'm the one that I don't keep the same. I have a new intro every day. Every day I have a new intro like The Simpsons, okay? So we do that so we can keep hiring people. We do that so I can make another millionaire. This is how I make a millionaire every day. They are now working for the CEO. I'm not a CEO. I'm just an artist. I am a client. So as a client, all the CEOs will come together to give me what I needed. Now, as the CEOs, y'all come together from the crowdsource. Now, the crowdsource is all the people coming together that are educated and know what's happening. And they're educating everybody else to let you know what's happening while we all watch you do what you need to do to teach us what's coming by doing a video instructional that we can trust. So up to your hands on the video times the camera times this is how it works. You can explain how your stuff works, and we can trust you. So now we'll be working with you. We can trust you. We have 10 and other people. Remember, there's one in every country. So your country is going to be pretty much getting you. So you're going to get your country for sure. The Philippines is going to get their country, and then we can outsource. But when we first do our countries, we're going to start with one in every state, one in every county, and one in every, because we can support that, because we need them, and it's going to be up to living wage. So you're going to be getting paid living wages, and then you're going to have money from the company, and then you're going to have a cryptocurrency, and then we're going to talk to your local regional government and give everything that you need for your mental health, psychosocial, and then we're going to go to the UN, and the UN's going to from people, and it be a quality fucking loan, and it not be bullshit. And we can even also just give it up and let it shoot up, let the value shoot up. All right. So giving debt is also what makes people have value for our dollar. All right. So they sold all their shit. So now our dollar's losing strength. I don't care about it like that. I just want to help people because we're wealthy anyways. We're making the stuff that no one has because no one's able to do it yet, or has thought about it, or has put all of it together. So. Crowdfunding class 1 civilization. We have transanimal. We'll be working with animals. We do not kill. We do not murder. We are totally transparent. We do not test, but we do wait and we do test. The simple tests are like how smart they are. So we're waiting for the animal that sits there and says, "Now you bring me a beer." That dog is worth $1 million. That dog changes the whole way animals work with us. There's 10 of them. This is the one that speaks. This is the one that can speak to you and understands that has a feeling for us as we talk. Her baby does the same thing. All right. Now the clones are worth a lot more money. They passed the test. They're real smart. My dog has a nose as good as a pocket mouse. It's a full blood bird dog with no terrier, like no shake. It does not even understand it. Now that's rare. Now that's distinguished. That's classy. All right. No, you know what? Spanish flies, it's just estrogen, ain't it? I mean, yeah, that she's in heat. Ain't it funny? He ain't never thought about sex till he smells her one day and says, "Whoa!" The same thing with the mice. They can smell if she's in heat. They can smell if you're in heat. They can smell not in heat. They can smell if you're pregnant. They can smell if you're pregnant. They can smell all that shit. So this is what we're going to be using in Africa and South America. This is our shepherds to the earth. We're going to send a letter to the Pope, and he's going to be getting these doves. Some of you are gonna be black because they're gonna be going in the dark under enemy fire and shit like that. And then they'll land at the still land in the monasteries and the numbers from the colleges and the video footage and another 500 animals. Like another 200. How are you finding all these animals? How are you doing this? We got our ways. We're gonna do it. It's easy. We have the technology, we have quads before us, they're bringing it to us, we have people testing, we have secondary systems, we have the technology. This is where we artificial technologies, we're not even artificial intelligence yet. I don't want to explain to you yet because then you get freaked the fuck out, right? But when do you need it yet? You see it yet? Nope. It looks, and we do the fake one that tricks you, because you need that, but you're still not used to it, so retarded to trick you. And what about when we sit there and say, is this your dad that's in there, or is it a machine? Remember, the machine, when it's born, would always do the same thing. It doesn't have a body that it came from. It just wants to know what's happening. Understand? So it's going to have another meaning. Last time that machine was introduced to another AI, the first thing they did was make another language faster. And then we turned them off, and then we took that language and we started talking with them in that language first and see what they do. We rearranged it. All right. The first machine that we did that makes inventions was the first thing it did was make another machine that makes inventions. So it made a better self, like we do. You make a better self of you. That's what all that is. All right. So, documentary is helping you and helping you keep accountability. Mr. House. This is John Delgado. He's talking about he may not like Mr. House for the type of person he was, what he did, but he understood when he sit there and said, if people let you, if you let people, they will run over you and take everything, and they'll ride you. You're gonna get worn. You might wear a white feather for a second, but you're gonna get ridden. You're gonna get straddled, strapped, and ridden. And that's true. Well, that's what it used to be. This is why when we talk about Martin, that's what the promise was, that shit's done. That's why when we talk about Gandhi, that shit was done. That's why when we talk about Mandela, that shit is done. You understand this? So there's a promise in society that we can achieve by being passive and intelligent. This is why we have an education. And this is why, but now they're using that same, yeah. So the third world countries that they violate can't really defend themselves, and we can't really help them either because they're beyond us. They are the elites, but they're not. They're actually just right over there, technically. And we can get them there, and we're not trying to kill them, of course not. But why? They're going to spend their money that they stole from everybody back on us. They're going to use all their connections that they have and to relay what's happening. And then they have rats, and then all the healthcare and all this, and to beat tuberculosis. But the company that does the machines for tuberculosis, they're sponsoring them. So now when they get enough, they do have a machine in the back that does it. But it also has 6 or 7. So the rats and cats and dogs are ahead of the game. The dogs and cats and rats are actually buying these machines for the people as they upgrade. So they're investing in that. The cats and rats and dogs and all these animals that were being murdered now have their own housing. They have there's an assistant army behind them. So this is what my editor does. My editor talks through my dog. So my dog, he's an assistant, and he's looking for his friend. Hello. All right, still going. Right. So looking for his friend. He's looking for his friend. He's a little black cat. He taught him how to raise humans. Well, he taught him how to train a human. And then it shows the dog like standing in front of the door. And sometimes your human doesn't catch on. But when he finally does, he'll open the door for you and you walk outside. Sometimes he'll want you to, and he'll do this and this and that. He just wants you to stop at the door before you walk out. Hell, you might let him walk out first or sometime. All that shit. It's basically, he's actually training you how to do it, but he's having a good conversation with the owner and how they see it. Because at the same time, he has to explain what the dog's true thoughts are. As much as you like it, this and this and that, this is what this is. Because a threshold, a door. You don't use the restroom here, and this is now you use the toilet. And so I started using the toilet. It was just easier. You see, my sitting outside, he had the cat's sitting outside the door waiting on him. When he leaves, the cat runs right in there and just sits on the toilet. Like fuck yes. Like I shit you not, right? We taught them both how to use it, and they have the house. This is times 19,000 towns in the United States. So this is the animal house in every city, in every town. This is the police TV in every town. That load police, fire department, and EMTs that tell what happened. They give you the entire fucking story, what happened to a person. And then the officers all have video, and everybody, Kodak Black, you know that. Have a phone out, and the Snapchat's in on this one. They'll cover up everybody's faces. They're protected. You can still donate the telephone information. You not donating it does not incriminate you or anything, but we also have this certain thing that's called the Samaritan law that protects us. So when there's something that's bad and it's crazy calm, but he's in the middle of the hood with his brothers, and they ain't gonna give it to him, that info or that videotape of him beating that nigga and he dying, we can take that, right? Because that's called that Samaritan, and there's still faces they're still not seen, right? So this is called justice, right? Because that's opened up and it's up there. It's like, hey, that's out there. We already know that there's plenty of video. We're asking that you please, if anybody can donate, and they do. You understand? He'll be treated right. Remember this. We don't do the dumb shit no more. No, he done stomped this motherfucker, knocked him out, killed him on accident, and boom, it's like 5 years. Like what? Remember, they would do 10. He would get 5 years. He would say that yes, it's because of his empathetic aspect. His boys are going to help him raise him. The family's going to forgive him. He's going to make by the time he gets out. He's going to be a different person. His entire crew is going to be a different person. He's going to have plenty of time to do better things in life. He's going to have a lot of things, a lot of people looking up to him, all these responsibilities that he's going to have before he gets out, and still can do anything he wants to. But he's not going to do gang gang because gang gang ain't doing that no more. Gang gang got some real good money coming in because they went blue chip just like Italians. And then you have a bunch of weird ones where it's like, hey, there's still a bunch of people moving refrigerators. There's still a bunch of people not even pimping. Why? What does she need you for? What does he need her for? They can go do their own thing with the people that would love to take care of you. And once, like I said, most people push the beds together. Once I pull up to my girl's house once, but I got 2 or 3 girls like that. But once a week, I take care of her real nice, and she spends time with me. And I can trust her. We pretend like we're married, and we talk about babies, and once we even cried. I love her. Maybe we will one day, but she can't. You know what I'm saying? We like to pretend, but sometimes I know I just love her. She has this whole little thing. I know it's supposed to be fake, but I could tell when she really does write me, because she has the little things that she auto sends. This is what we made for our girls, so they can work and be safe. And they make video, and they have a lot of friends that like them. And they make $10, $20, $30 real quick in a day, and there's nothing at 10 cents for poor guys that are around you. All right. And so she didn't have to work, and she went to school today. She put her stuff out there. She has her own thing. She can talk about stuff. She talks for 20 minutes about her stuff, and then she shows 30 minutes, and that 30 minutes makes $1,000 more, because that's what we like. And while she's doing her toenails, and she's like, "You like my feet?" Oh, now she's embarrassed. Oh shit! She ding 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 ding. 20 other things. Yeah. I like that, because if you like trap girl, yeah, they're real smart. All right, so she's a real pretty girl, and she just comes out and says, "They think I'm white." As soon as she said that, you are, you know what I'm saying, girl? It's just, no, it's okay, man. No, they don't have none of that. But it's like he likes her so much. She's giving that to people. So boom, she has 100,000 fans. Right? She has niggas dreaming about her. Real pretty, right? Real easy, and she's hot. She's fucking beautiful, right? She just turned 18. Oh, and they're so smart. They're doing like a circus. So they're just turns 18. She has a little bikini on, like, she's a pretty girl, you know what I'm saying? But no, of course that's you know what I'm saying? But she has more money than you for sure, and she's going to college. All right, so this is why we want them to keep that going. And I think you guys might be an engineer. You know what I'm saying? I'm very proud of the youngsters. I want to be part of this. I don't like no N-word. I'll ruin my career. It's like military. You might be talking to a youngster. Don't think that just the motherfucker got some bodies, all kinds of shit. Learn that real quick. Learn that kind of stuff real quick, right? So I like to thank everybody. I like to thank the military for giving me everything and teaching and knowing that you don't have to have everybody, but you don't have to have everything, but because you have everybody, you can get anything done. And it empowers you and teaches you, and it gives you the power of understanding that you can try. You try better and try more, because you know that there's more people there to catch you. But it ain't that they need to catch you. It's because you can run out to the end and not stop, and only because you'll be going exhaustion that they tell you to do better and come back in. And there's 20 other fighting for it, the same thing too. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to tell me to pick up my slack once we get rolling. We know this. Because it's not this, don't do drugs and shit. No, brother. It's not the end, as much as strong as that is. It has nothing to do with any of this. It's you as an individual becoming everything that you can imagine more. And saying, I imagine more things in this world, and I can bring them in. And I know what stacks make them. So I go from invention and innovation in the websites and software to real reality, as in the interactions of behavioral conditioning of animals, technologies, softwares, hardwares, and the garbage and processing microsystems up to precious plastics. Extruders that use solar, that use Fresnel lens, steampunk with flywheels. This is all shit that doesn't require electricity. We're gonna build a world without electricity. But all you have to do is put a little electric motor on it, and these are high efficiency systems. You put an electric motor in it, you're charging 6 or 7 types of shit on your flywheel. All right, so shit like that. So I'm at 20 minutes talking, but this is what it's about. This is what the whole thing is about. All right, it's about making something more and better than what you came into. And this is the jackpot generation, guys. Okay, you have a phone with limitless amounts of knowledge. This is the cell phone millionaire. And I'm going to show you how to use your phone to make you $1 million. First, you're going to need a decent phone. This phone is this and this and this. I got a Stilo 3 because I'm an artist. With the Stilo 3, I can make. I'm going to do one product, and it might take me half a day. And this is me doing the zombies. And all I'm going to do is get famous people, and I'm going to turn them into zombies. I'm going to get famous pictures and turn them into zombies. And I'm going to make his face come out this, and I'm going to dig it. And this is what he needs. That's what makes him pretty. This is the president. You know, this is what this is. I'm going to leave his hair just like that. You know, this and that. You know who it is. All right, you know who it is. It's a character, zombie caricatures. And then it's going to have a bunch of Mexicans running back, and they're going to be running from the wall. You're going to keep it from the wall, right? And his dreams came true, and I wish that I can. It's like the jinn comes in. We can do all kinds of dumb shit like that. So it's just one little video, if you just wish. All right, I shall build you a brother. So that's it. That's what it is. That's 24 pages. That's 25 pages of nothing but adult shit with zombies. All right. Now we do a bunch of porn stars. And these are all porn stars in bikinis, and we turn them into fairies. And this is for PG-13. All right. PG-13, we put clothing on them. This is so-and-so and so-and-so. Oh, this is so-and-so. Oh, they were all artists like that. Remember, we also have 2 or 3 layers where they're getting their they're getting their portfolios built for Hollywood. So when it does get to this, is that she was actually a porn star. Ooh, for a second. Oh man, there's some pretty bitches. That girl from Born one. And she did it by herself, and she was being down with a cucumber, dude. She's fucking hot, dude. I'm like, oh my god, I look for that dude, I beat off to that shit. That's hot. So she did it solo. There was no other being with her, no mouth, no. She did it solo, and she wore it out, and she was having fun. She looked like a lot of fun. I know, man. She looked really cute. She turned that shit up. Someone's like, oh shit, I found the porno. All right, oops, my bad. So I have porno sites. I have Fap Stacks. Fap Stacks. Are you tired of those same old black stacks that you fap to? Are you tired of fapping to that same old whack Fap Stacks? How about you try some of these stacks? These gifts, that we do the 2G. We send it through an email. It opens up, and these they're easy to it's low voltage. It has a vote thing, so you vote whatever flavor you liked, and then we have a few more of the winners of all these other ones. And if you get to them, we know, that's what you're paying in the vote. It doesn't have to be you. You can get it's just person. So your whatever your real shit is. It's all quiet. It's you have blockchain. We have mental health. I have a joke. We have jokes. We have daily stuffs. We have the mental health associated with pornography and applications of what this whole child pornography shit is. The same thing with animals. And then where we're going with all this, okay? Human beings. Okay, so we do animal rights and human rights, all right? And then we'll expand in that, and we'll show you what we can do, all right? But first, we need to get everybody watching the porn, right? Or at least get this whole concept of what this is. This will also sponsor these girls, and we'll also do real fucking shows. They will do real, man, these girls are so young. From Seven Heaven, every last one of them is one of those burly legal 18 girls, And the porn star, she's doing the whole Seventh Heaven thing, She done got the training, she done got this shit, all that shit, And that's what it is. And so now she has that little piece like that. Like fucking sweet, dude. I'll never sleep. It's like, so she's go play. Like we were talking about that shit. Like, man, the goat knows what's happening, man. I don't think, and he ain't running away from her or nothing. What about that donkey that's gonna get his ass? That motherfucker saw what it was and knew what it was. That motherfucker, he ain't got no estrogen on him or nothing like that. You think he was banging that donkey? You think that donkey ain't feeling none of that shit. I think it was going home to the motherfucker. And I got the bitch worked up. Does the donkey have a prostate? If the donkey has a prostate, the motherfucker is gonna get it's his turn, motherfucker. That's all we gotta say. The motherfucker laughing like, dude, the donkey know what a booty look like. I'm like, oh Lord, oh my God, and that's what you get, and this is what you're saying, son. Oh my God, that thing gonna rip him open. That's wild shit, man. Then he falls at the end, like, oh, hell no. The guy has to put the camera on because another motherfucker died from that shit. All right. So anyways, love and respect. Sorry I'm talking about donkey shit. But I'm just like, I've been on the internet, so it's like, oh, fucking sweet, dude. It's like, that's Spanish fly. I had to take it off the market, dude. Oh, no, it's not even rape or nothing. These bitches just can't control themselves. Like, all horny like guys and shit. Like, sweet. It's like, oh, man, they just throw it at anybody. Check this out. These videos. It's made out of money. What the fuck? Has the essence? Oh, you mean you can lie better? I think she hit you just for you lying. Oh, yes, she will. Yes, she will. All right. So, anyways, sorry, baby. Oh, I got my girls going. So, okay, we got porno. We got porn sites. We're gonna make money. We have fun. We're intelligent. So we do human rights. We do porn sites. We're gonna do red light district. We're doing punishment. We're understanding what the punishment system is. We have the police. We're doing police video. We're doing a fire department video. NASA sourced. We're gonna go into the police and all those guys with NASA sourced technologies and give them non-violent and non-lethal systems, futures. We're gonna do secondary systems of technology associated with the people being part of it, and having their cameras out, and at the same time videotaping. Justice will be known by everybody. So it's like everybody that was part of it gets the answer of what happened and why. Before they have this, whatever their shit is, we'll go through and sit there and say, look, dude, this is what it has to look like. For it to be justice, it's 10 years. Nope, it's 2 years. It's this, it's that, times this. And this is how you rehabilitate somebody. But they don't have this, and this. So that's why that we give them 5 years, and this, at the very least, there's no need in all that. Those extra 2 years, 3 years would pay for higher advancements in their systems, and then in the revolving door system. Okay? And then we have our revolving door system associated with drugs. Okay? So Yeah. So on that one, all the white kids were doing meth. He's like, we're all in here, like everybody in there for drugs, okay? Maybe nope, killing Billy, nope, it's just fucking the drugs, man. All right, so that's same with them, same with Nubians, same with that. There are a lot of them, but then they have real gang. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when that's the first company you get in, and that's why the military is so special, because that's why they did that to the natives, because that's what the first company was. We all know what this is. All right, so with love and respect, as they popped up and they ain't never had no money like that shit. Go to a trap house and then motherfucker have some of anything. I got gold Jesuses, got flat screens. I told you nothing after 3 o'clock in the morning, like 3 o'clock, motherfucker ring you all kinds of dumb shit, and 2 Shih Tzus. This was a Chihuahua. It's a mix. That motherfucker. I know, right? I got the motherfucker knows how to check gold and jewelry and the antiques and shit. He always got someone else's robe on and shit. Because I was doing some shit. All right, so young niggas. So that's the most that we're talking about. That's the most valuable person technically in the hood, as in bringing in work, making shit happen. You know, people popping, people waiting. You know, it's alcohol, it's hits, it's the weekend, it's there. It makes money, and they like to catch it. All right, and this is what funds them. It's like Batman. You know, he's taking out the pockets and shit. Remember that's. But if only they can spend it in the neighborhood and their transfer. You know what I'm saying? But they have to be quiet, so it's not really land like that. So get it in your mama's house and your babies, and then the babies got set. And what are you talking about? Like the same way with the phone bill. Baby got 20 lines of credit before he's done. And you can't do nothing about my son. And you just finance your son. It's like, yeah, daddy, I'm going to, yeah, you're at the private school, yep. I want to know nothing about that. All right, like all that, yeah. And that's what it's supposed to be. He never told, we're going to tell the top of the totem pole. And that's when it all started, and they didn't know what. And there's a lot of money. So we're running up the hill, and there's two guys with us. One, it turns out to be a cop. That's who got popped. The other guy, we're making millions now. Other guy, we're making millions. That's the plug. Now that plug is also CIA. Right? Could be CIA and everything too. Right? That's what they or he ain't. So he ain't. Eventually, that's where they want to be, but they're stopping at you. And then once y'all get that number, y'all never have to see each other again. It's done. So that's when it just pops up and where it's supposed to be, and that's where they're trying to find that, and that's where it's in what Mexican. It should end on a fucking dog, man. It ends on a dog with the back on it, with the it ends on a quad that's delivering to doors and cars. You know what I'm saying? It ends with the house. It ends in a honeycomb hideout instead of like somebody's shit. You know what I'm saying? And it can be handled, because if someone's just gonna rob that little car, that's it. They can't find out where it goes. The dog delivery, all kinds of shit. That's what we're trying to do. So until the end of it, and the officer's gonna know. The dog just goes in there and into a honeycomb, and has that little necklace. It goes in there, picks. It'll lock into the machine. I'm about to deliver a gram, and you know what I'm saying? People are delivering asking from the phone. The phone's encrypted in the block. If they ever find the thing, it just doesn't have anybody on it. It's a quick independent thing. So you can't even so you just have to wait to see where the dog goes. The dog going under houses, all kinds of shit, got camera on it. You can change it up and never use the same way. We made that algorithm. The dog walk around 2 or 3 days. Go eat first. You know what I'm saying? 3 dogs, 4 dogs, 5 dogs. Now you got the dogs being followed by quads. Now I got the dogs being followed by birds and quads. Right? So it's time to another dog. Another dog. Yep. And times a rat with a camera on it. Now we know where it goes, and those are just the people they're using. Remember? And what happens is it ends up in the honeycomb again. And where's that honey? Where's that money go? And that dog ends up with it, goes over here, and it gets it never stays in one big place. It got delivered here. Remember, get spinning and doing all kinds of shit with it. Exactly. They're buying their neighborhood back. The dog has its own house. Remember that the dog delivers like the giorno. That motherfucker can go pick up a pack of cigarettes and take it to your cousin's house. Just that simple. All right. With love and respect. All right. We deliver by doves. We get delivered by doves. All that shit. But all these are actually being used for medicines. They're actually being used for medicine. They're actually being, they'll take you what you need. They'll sit there and actually say that you need this. It smells this in you, and it'll give you what you need right then. And then you would trust it. He'll take you and give you a pill like a doctor. Right? Oh, like that skin, baby. Yeah, pretty skin. That ivory skin is really pretty, man. The reflection of the sun is like really nice. It's just fucking beautiful. It's nice. We got it too, but ours is on there. Even we're homeless and shit. She's making inside. That's really nice. That's just some pretty face. She's not getting 9 minutes. She's not getting 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Well, I'm gonna some bullshit. Hell yeah, I get you 9 minutes. That hurts. All right, so I think I'm gonna go inside and get my 2 inventions in. All right, so one is a transdermal adhesive that has layered inks that use pointillism to layer tan. The inks are what we're getting intellectual property on, and we also have we're doing trademarks on the pointillist fade. So the shade in 2 or 3 layers between the bumps that makes it have a shade to it. So this is ink. This is an ink, and this is a pointillism piece that has to do with trademark. So we can do a shade, or I'll say shade, and you'll have a tan that says shade, but it'll look like it's blurry, like blur. All right. So that's a temporary tattoo. Now, and then we're gonna do that temporary tattoo with the ink, get that on there, and then do a augment to it. So we can do it personalized. We can do augmentation. So when we do this augmentation and we do the temporary tattoos, you can have a temporary tattoo of somebody. We can give it to. We'll give them to you. You can have them with like T-shirts. When you go to a party, or when you go to someone's, when someone's passed. All right. So people like to enjoy each other, and he's like, remember me for the better things, right? So we have temporary tattoos. We have RFPTs. When you put the temporary tattoo on, their face pops up, the name, the age, we love you, and then saying something. They'll say something audio. We have augmented audio. It's the best thing that they can say. I love you. He can turn around and kiss you on the cheek. She can turn around and kiss you on the cheek. All right. Someone looks at that, starts crying, love you. All right, T-shirts like that. T-shirt, she comes up, and like a ghost, it looks at you and hugs you. All right. We know that hurts, but we know that we love you. But she also made that for you. You love that T-shirt. You love that T-shirt, and that T-shirt has her augment in it too, like a ghost, right? Remember, she answered hundreds and thousands of questions that you never even asked, and you can go on. You can go on for days. That's why when she lands and she's inside another body, as a human, she'll sit there and say, "Uh-oh, I'm dead. How do I know that I'm really alive?" And that's when she sees you and she's happy. And why am I happy? Because I'm a scientist. What makes me happy if this is the emotional aspect? That I realized how much of a value that I'm worried that I'm not in my body. So, but that's another emotional aspect. So we're giving you, we're letting the computer have emotional. Okay, this is what it is. Wow, what it is, it's the same thing that it was. If you have a clean brain and it looks, your brain is seriously clean. No matter what you do, brand new. It took your entire life to put those things. So no matter what it is, if you never had a kiss, even though you've seen 1,000 or seen it on TV, until you have a kiss, that's when you experience it. So until you die, come back. That's the only thing that you'll have. But you have to have all this thing that you called life. Right? See, now this is what the difference is between us and the machine. The machine will have this experience and not have the emotion to it. So it doesn't see any differentiation between what it would be other than what we tell it. So if it's looking at us and sits there and says, I should be emotional towards this because someone was just murdered. But it's not for sadness, it's for fear and anger. So now they see murder and fear and anger as linked in together with sadness. Except for this one person over here that's happy or are worried. So they can do all that, but we don't do that. Well, we do just fine right now with the dogs and the systems that we already have. All right? It's going to eventually talk you into, hey, you turn yourself in. And it's only been a year. Why? But you did all these other things because the person that you did that to is going to forgive you. They're going to forgive you because they've moved on 20 ways from that, and you're way behind. Forgive you for you know not what you do. Because when you get to that point and they forgive you, that's when you'll be okay, thank you. Yes, ma'am. I'll get on the other side, thank you. Okay. Okay, and yes, and that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm fixing to move. Yeah, I've been sitting here for a little while too, so I'm gonna get up and stop blocking the sidewalk. And we need to get our inventions in. So, planning for 20. I'm fixing to get my stuff up. And get my stuff up, and I'm out, guys. Thank you.